Today I want to talk about a couple things because it's New Year's Eve, and two things. First, I changed the name of my channel to The Constant Evolution of Michael Christopher Cole from just Michael Christopher. The reason I changed the name is two reasons. One, Michael Christopher was difficult for people to find when I was telling them to check out a video. Because it was too vague. There's a million Michael Christophers. So that was the more practical reason. The second reason is, from way before I started on YouTube, even before I met my wife, I was, going to school. I mean, to an extent, we're all evolving constantly. But I was going to school trying to get my bachelor's degree. Then I met my wife, and I've been constantly moving forward and trying to, improve myself as well as improve my life. And this has been the case, as long as I can remember. To some extent, I've been trying to do that. When I started the channel, I started as Subjectively Factual, and I was going to just do rants. You can see some of those videos if you look back at my old videos. And then they were too few and far between. So I went ahead and started doing these daily vlogs, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with these. I just kind of wanted to vlog every day, and I wanted to make something. And I said at the beginning, I'm hoping to make the videos better every time. Ultimately, making a daily vlog was not a better video every day. Was not necessarily a good video every day. So I'm gonna still make videos, hopefully several times a week. If I can do it daily, I will do it daily. But what I want is there to be some kind of content. I want a message. I want something interesting, or either I have something to say or something to show. I don't want to just be making videos for the sake of making videos. So that's why it's The Constant Evolution of Michael Christopher Cole. The second thing I want to say is New Year's is, it's going to be 2017 in less than 24 hours, and so I want to talk about a couple of things. I've said it, back at Thanksgiving, I said that most people don't consider this a great year, and it's a year to be thankful for, but my son was born this year, and so I've had a little bit better of a 2016 than other people, but I've also had a lot of crappy stuff happen this year as well, in addition to the general crap of, the mess that everybody is kind of dealing with globally and nationally, and I've also had to deal with getting laid off. I had to deal with my wife having complications, severe complications with childbirth, and so I'm looking forward to 2017. In some ways, it won't be as good as 2016, but it hopefully won't be as bad as the other ways. One thing I do want to see, one thing that I'm hoping to make my resolution for this coming year is that I don't want to keep feeding into this idea of, I've been hearing it a lot lately. I've been hearing it a lot for a long time, but lately it's been getting more and more steady, and that's this idea that of millennials and this generation of the idea that everybody in this new generation is terrible. Now, first of all, I was born in 1984, so I think that makes me first year millennial by most standards. I turned 18 in 2002, so I'm pretty most people don't consider me a millennial, but I think the technical definition applies to me. But one thing that has become an issue that I've noticed, and this isn't just with millennials, it's in general, because we have this phrase, life isn't fair, or who said life was fair, we've kind of come to take that as meaning that it's not supposed to be fair. And so when people are fighting for fairness, it sounds bad to the average person, because life isn't fair, and who said life's supposed to be fair? Well, if we can make life fair, that's the best thing we can, we should be doing that. And so I get a little irritated when I hear things like this because people have taken what was initially just like a way of writing off a problem, and they've actually made it the excuse to have the problem in the first place. And so that bothers me. It's bothered me for a long time, but it's also kind of, millennials tend to be fighting for fairness or wanting fairness, and the other generations all think that that's a weakness. Now, it's a weakness when it becomes too whiny or too, no solution. But when they're offering solutions, that's as much a problem to other generations. Now, I realize there's a little bit of this old man shaking his fist at the new generation attitude, and that will always happen. But there are people like my age who I hear talking about the next generation being miserable and like terrible. And the truth is that most generations are terrible, especially when they're young. Younger people are, we start off as complete sociopaths as babies. It's all about me, and we slowly move away from that. At a certain point, it seems to be that you move back towards it, just out of a need to survive or whatever. But ultimately, it's not uncommon, and I'm tired of hearing it. We need to learn from it. I hopefully, when Logan is an adult, hopefully I won't be. Your generation's terrible, because I'm sick and tired of that. Anyway, that's what my that's what my New Year's is going to be all about. Let me know in the comments below what you're planning on doing in the new year and how you want to change things.